What's going on? As you can tell, the interior of our studio has changed.
Hi.
Nugget and I just spent a long 4 hours down at the Toyota dealership. Sadly, the little tiny black Tacoma that we all know and love is long gone. But I got myself into a low mileage used Toyota Tundra Limited. So I'm moving up in the world. It's my birthday, so this is my birthday present to me. So we're moving up, got the Tundra Limited. When we get to where we're going, we will show you guys the interior, the exterior, and all that good stuff. But I just want to share with you guys that we're moving out of the Tacoma realm and into the Tundra world, staying with that Toyota family because we love it so much. And if you're looking for a used car, I'll tell you what, or even a new car, my first Tacoma I ever bought was a 2015. I put 70,000 miles on it in less than 2 years. Got $19,000 trade-in on it. My last Tacoma, which was a 2017, I put 110,000 miles on it. I got $2,000 over the trade-in value. They gave me like, I think my payoff was $13,500. They gave me $15,000 for it. So Toyotas keep their value. They have great trade-in value. So if you need a reason to buy a Toyota, that is one. But hey, I gotta drive my new truck. I'll talk to y'all later. Here she is, my new pride and joy. Two-wheel drive, not the four-wheel drive. The four-wheel drive they actually had in my price range was the SR5 base model. And I've had it up to my elbows in base model cars. Every car I've ever owned in my life, with the exception of that, that's technically carries, has been a base model car. So this is my 2018 Toyota Tundra limited edition. Every perk and package with the exception of the sunroof. So there you go. Short-term goals, mid-range goals, long-term goals. Before you know it, if you work hard, you'll struggle. Sometimes you'll slack. And you remind yourself what you got to do to get things done. And you start working hard again. And it all shakes out in the end. Did something today I haven't done since 1999 when I had my Ford Escort LX. Today I was sitting in the bank drive-through lane, waiting. I got tired of waiting because I had things to do. And so I backed out because the lane next to me was open, and I tried to S-turn in. And I don't know if it's because on Tacoma I had my motor metal rims with my knitted tear grapplers with the sidewall stuck out a little further than my rim, but I felt the concrete of the curb and I heard my tires on it and I kept going. That was dumb. I scratched my rim right where the rim meets the bead of the tire. I grinded it pretty good. I'll show it to you here in a minute. That sucks. Finally got my dream truck. It is used. It has 50,000 miles on it. The paint has some scratches, but other than that, the thing's in great shape. And then I go and F up the rim. There is the original box you've seen on my Tacoma. Here is the new one that I picked up for $100. Cobalt brand, both of them were. These locks broke twice. I replaced them once under warranty. They sent me new ones. I popped them in. This one has a nice better locking system made by Betterbuilt. So let's toss it up there and see if we can get this in place. Whoopsie, sorry fellas. them back a little bit. Back. See how we did. Good enough. We went too far forward that one. Now when you put the brackets on, there's no reason to get super crazy with tightening them on the inside, because you're basically going to suck them up, so they're not going anywhere. So you just want to put on there strong enough to get a good, so it'll stay in place. First time going camping. We haven't offloaded yet. We're getting things set up. Going to have a good weekend.
That might jingle a little bit back there, but I don't want to put it all the way up and jam it up.
Sure.
How's your day going? It's fucking hot.
Can't have nothing nice. These tires only had about 900 miles on them, and I got a nail in the sidewall. So now I've been having this ugly ass spare tire on for about 2 days. But James thinks he may have been able to save my tire. We will see, hopefully so, because once again these tires only have about 900 miles on them. And now I may have to replace one at about $230 a piece. And I got it back, my truck's pretty again. Nothing worse than driving out the spare tire. Bleh. One of the cool features about this truck is, well, it has everything on the computer system that you could need. Obviously you got your speed limit, your compass, go to your information settings, shows your Bluetooth, car, that's my radar. I got the a whole bunch of hog. I got the radar set with the cruise control. Anything over 35, it will adjust the speed of the person in front of you. Even under 35, if someone brakes in front of you, you'll get the brake now full indicator that pops up and screams at you. Shows your tire pressure gauge. And now you'll see the back tire is at 40 pounds of pressure. That's because that's the one James just patched. That's why it's got a higher level than the rest. So I've just been watching for a few days to see if it comes down, but it's maintaining that 42. This is cool. This shows when you have your trailer hooked up. You can set it to hydraulic or electric, and then you can set the gain on it. Like when I pull the camper, I think I set it at like a 0.6. So basically, as we're riding, the brake pads on the trailer are engaged just a smidge, not a whole hell of a lot. And then there is a manual brake I can squeeze down here if I need to stop the trailer quick. But my brake system obviously will adjust the brakes on the trailer as we drive. Radar again. This shows my text messages. And then this is where I can go into my vehicle settings. And it has your basic, if you're going for a long road trip, this will tell you when it's time to stop for coffee after, I don't know what the default hours is. I'm sure there's some highway patrol recommendation for how long one should drive before taking a break. That's what that's for. Shows you your tank usage on your gas, what you're currently using per gallon, and the range right there shows how many miles I have left in this little bit under a quarter tank of gas I got. Your radio is your basic standard radio like any other Toyota has. Same radio that my 15N18 Tacoma had. Only difference is it does have audio recording. So if you're listening to real-time radio and you hear something, you want to go back, you can actually go back and replay up to like, I don't know, 5-10 seconds, may even go up to 20 seconds. And so it actually does record live time. It has HD. Now I will say I'm one of those people who have replaced my antenna with one of those 223 round bullet looking things, because I don't listen to too much radio. So with those antennas you do get crappy signal, so when you do listen to your radio it'll cut back and forth between analog and HD. But that's not the truck's fault. That's because I took my factory whip antenna off and put one of those bullet casings, because majority of the stuff I listen to in my car are either podcast or Pandora. I really don't listen to much radio anymore, but it has that feature. Got apps on here, got navigation, audio, different stuff, traffic, weather, and so that's all some of the cool stuff. And dual cab, I'll show you more of that later. I'm heading home from work. It's been a late night. Later, y'all. Another cool feature, it has automatic brights. So you turn your brights on and you leave them on, and this thing has sensors on it that can detect not only oncoming traffic, but when porch lights or street lights, and it automatically turns the brights off and or on, depending on the ambient light around you, or if a car or motorcycle. You see they just switched automatically, and then as I get down past the street light they'll probably turn back on because there's less ambient light. There you go, they just adjusted. Actually they turned off, and now pulling into my house and they'll stay off.
This has been a Digital 410 production.